That's all good.
All right, Mr. Coleman.
I'll be brief, Judge. The defendant is here through his own actions, and if that has a negative impact on his licensing, then it's because of his own fault. The state's recommendation is based on the defendant's criminal history and the nature of the offense, the nature of leaving this infant child in a car that reeked of marijuana. And that's really all I have.
If I could just respond briefly, it seems like that obviously he's got to support the family, and that's in the child's interest that he maintain employment, that he's able to support the family. So I don't.
Do you have regular drug testing with your job?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, this is where everything shifts. The judge isn't reacting to crime itself anymore. She's reacting to the mindset. She sees a father who wants another chance, but still made the decision to smoke right before the very hearing that decides whether he gets to raise his child or go to prison. This isn't just about marijuana. It's about responsibility. The judge is trying to make him see the reality he's pretending doesn't exist.
Would you pass a test today?
No, no.
Why not?
I figured we were going to get probation, so we were going to stop. We stopped last Friday.
So you're on.
What would you be dirty?
Marijuana.
It's not that's it, right? It's just not that's it. You have how many prior marijuana related offenses? There was marijuana smell with the baby in the car with you and your baby's mother. You're here thinking, yep, she's just going to give me probation, so we'll start a week before. Stop smoking when you shouldn't have been smoking the whole time. Like, that is the craziest thought process. So all this talk about your job and how important it is, what if they drug test you? It must not be that important to you.
It is.
It's not. Clearly, it's not. Taking care of your family is clearly not a priority if you're still smoking marijuana, knowing that you could lose your job, knowing that you could go to prison. Then there's something wrong with how you're thinking. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have a seat in the jury box and I'll think about it. I'm going to hold the other one for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll think about them and take care of it in just a minute. Because it's the same issue. He said they did quit a week ago. Miss Allen, come have a seat up here in the jury box as well.
I'm going to step back next.
And not next to each other. Okay, so Mr. Casey, again, we've already gone over what you were here for.
What's really happening here is a moment of self-deception being exposed. He knows the rules. He knows what's at stake. Yet his actions don't match the love he claimed for his child. And the judge is basically saying, if your child and your freedom aren't enough to make you change, then what will? This is accountability in its purest form. Tough, honest, necessary.
I'm not going to worry about getting a test that you would test positive for smoking marijuana after all of the things that I've read and seen in your pre-sentence report. I am willing to follow this probation, but there are going to be some conditions that were not anticipated today. And the only, I want you to know, as I'm saying what those are, it's the only way I'm going to follow the agreement and give you probation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I am going to give you the opportunity on a deferred probation because I want you to be able to work and provide. So I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. I'm going to order a fine in the amount of $1,000. I'm also going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF program, the cognitive track of ISF. That means you're going into custody today. It's a 90-day program. That is to help you make better thinking decisions. And when you are released, you are going to be required to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program for drug treatment, because obviously you need help with two different things in order to be successful in the future. This is what I'm doing, period.
Please.
Nope, there's no please. Same thing's happening to her. So
What?
y'all need to, y'all need to stop and you need to calm down, because y'all are the ones that made the decisions that you made that make absolutely zero sense. And so the only way that I feel comfortable with you being out on probation and possibly getting your child back is that you go through and get some kind of treatment so that you make better decisions, and so that you'll stop smoking marijuana a week before court. Nope, there's no raising your hand. I'm not going. Well, then you'll have to get another one when you get out. And I hate that for you. But that, listen, you stop talking or things could be even worse. Listen, I'm not doing this to you. Y'all did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. I didn't do this. So there's no, I'm sorry for doing this to you. I'm giving you what I think is your best possible situation to be able to be successful. All right. So again, you're ordered to the ISO. And here's the thing. You've got the deferred probation. This is a program to help you do better. When you get out, you're still on a deferred probation. You don't have a felony conviction on your record. You're going to be able to be successful. And if you are, the case.
Some people will say the judge is harsh here, but actually, she just saved his future. ISF isn't prison. It's rehab for thinking. It's what forces you to break the patterns that keep you stuck in the same cycle. The judge could have sent him to prison for 2 years. Instead, she gave him a path out, but only if he chooses to take it.
Of abandoning or endangering a child. I've received a copy of the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Judge.
I have,
Are there any additions or corrections?
No mistake.
So you went through an outpatient substance abuse treatment just last year, right? And you did that through Spindletop, and you're still smoking marijuana a week before court.
Are you smoking marijuana? Did you smoke marijuana a week ago? Yes,
Yes. So based on that, and based on the fact that you've had outpatient treatment and you're smoking marijuana a week before court, obviously that gives me concern, and I'm going to, any other?
I think the court will address this with the way you're fashioning this probation, but she did minimize and highlighted, certain portions.
I did too.
She kind of minimized her responsibility for this officer.
But she does have obviously some mental health issues that she's following through with Spindletop. And at least she's honest here.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, you can get some points for being honest, but you also have to make better decisions. And when you've already gone through treatment and you're waiting for a felony court, and you're
Now we see the same pattern in the mother. She already completed treatment and still smoked again right before court. This is an addiction at this point. It's self-sabotage, and the judge calls it out directly, not to humiliate her, but to wake her up.
You understand? You understand why I am where I am, and how irresponsible and how ridiculous the decision was to smoke? What? Well, I mean, you would.
I will.
Well, it's not a matter of y'all leaving each other. It's a matter of you making this, and it may be, if that's what makes you make better decisions, right? So if you have, hang on, listen to me, all right? If you're feeling pressure to make decisions and to smoke and these decisions that make no sense, then you have to do at this point what's right for you, because you, regardless of what happens to him, are looking at going to prison for making those decisions, whether you feel pressure for them, whether you make them on your own.
This last part is emotional core. The judge wants them to get their child back. She is not the enemy. She is telling them exactly what they must do to rebuild their family. Parenting classes, treatment, counseling, Stability, not excuses, not promises. Action. This is a second chance, and it might be the last one they get.
Classes.
Good.
Mental health classes.
Good.
And this mental health classes.
Perfect. So as far as you having visitation with your child, what is the situation and are there any court orders right now?
The court order for the visitation for our child is that we are supposed to visit him every Sunday from 1 to 5.
So y'all have some family court orders already?
Yes.
Is that through CPS and the family court or just CPS?
I believe it's through the family court.
Okay.
They
you-
told us when our case got closed that they were waiting for the judge to sign off on the agreement we made for visitations.
Okay.
And
So here's the
Okay.
thing, I'm fine with visitation, but it's not going to be unsupervised until I make
yeah,
sure that
it's
you
not
get,
allowed to be.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
that's okay, that's okay. So if you get to a point in the family law matter where they start allowing unsupervised visitation, you need to talk to your probation officer about that so that I can then modify if I feel like it's appropriate and you've done everything you're supposed to on probation, because you have to have my permission to have unsupervised visitation with the child as well. So not just them, but me too. And that's going to depend on how you're doing in JCDI or through the mental health and substance abuse services. If you're doing everything you're supposed to, you're following all those rules, you've done everything through CPS and family court, then I want you to get your child back. I want you to have those visitations and be working towards that. It's only going to happen if I feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to. All right. So this was an agreement. I followed it. You've